Hello, skipper. Hello, navigator. Half a minute to go. Okay.
Hi everyone, welcome to Baboon Yodel. I am your host, Ed Amon, and please welcome your other host, Renee Church Swagger.
How's it going? My other last name is Swagger. You blew up my spot, Ed. No one knew that until now.
It's a great day today, and
It's a great day to die hard. Sorry.
We are actually everywhere now. We are on SoundCloud, we are on Spotify, we are on iTunes, we are on Stitcher, we are under your table, under your bed, in your shoes.
In your shoes.
In
I hope
your
you
shoes.
sprinkled some baking soda in there so it doesn't smell too bad.
Baking soda, does it remove the smell?
I think so.
Does it?
I might be lying.
Oh, okay.
But I also think that's true because baking soda does everything.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's okay to lie because Baboon Yodel is not the beacon of truth. So don't catch us on things we say. We lie all the time.
Beacon of truth yodel. Don't get it twisted, everyone.
It's like, it's baboons.
Yeah. How's your week going, Ed?
Oh, my week has been great. But I had a mishap this week for work. So, I was quite late and I had a shower. And then, after a shower, you dry yourself with a nice towel situation. And I did, but I forgot. I missed a spot, and that was like my bum area. I usually forget the bum area sometimes. And because I didn't do the wrap around in the back. And then when I went on the train, I felt that, something wet. And then I was wearing beige pants. So I had like a huge bum spot for half the day.
That is hilarious.
Yes.
You just forgot to dry your butt.
Yeah, dry my butt.
You should have a wet butt.
Yeah, just a wet butt. And it wasn't like showing that, I've pooped myself or something.
Yeah.
It was just 2 spots on each cheek. So there was like it's like my ass cheeks were excreting some enzymes to keep me warm or something.
You had like a real sweat butt or something. Or when people do like live art and they paint their entire body and then like lie on a canvas and you get like the butt print. You just had a butt print on your pants.
It's the real life art.
Yeah, you were just walking art piece. That wasn't a mistake. That was art.
Nobody asked me for a autograph.
Well, they should have.
They should have. It was
a live butt print autograph.
How was your week?
It was good. I've done a few gigs this week, so that's a good time. We went to Hamilton. We did a gig.
Oh yeah, I did gigs as well.
Yeah,
that's a few gig heavy week.
Yeah, I think we got some good laughs. We did some jokes. We met some people.
Yeah, some
places.
Some racist jokes. We don't do racist jokes.
We're not racist.
We are not racist. Yes, that reminds me.
Ooh, racism. Sparked a thought in your head.
Yeah, it's like I saw a news recently, and I remembered the song from Friends. You remember?
Yes.
No, not that song.
Okay. I went in.
It was that song. Racism is here. It was always here. It never left. Racism is here. Do you remember that one?
So beautiful, Ed.
You remember that one?
Yes.
So, what reminded me of that song is that an Australian senator has called for the final solution to the immigration problem.
Wow, the final one.
The final solution.
Have we been through all of them already?
Yeah, according to him, that's the final one.
Yeah.
Now, this senator called Fraser Anning.
Oh my gosh! Oh no.
Yeah, it's not our Fraser.
It's not friend of the pod, Fraser Crane.
No, it's Fraser Anning, and he belongs to the Katter's Australian Party. He looks like a guy who finds ketchup too spicy.
Right.
Yeah. So he said, the final solution to immigration problem, of course, is a popular vote. We need to ask the Australians if we need to stop the wholesale immigration of non-English speaking people from the third world, especially Muslims. Or we should go back to the white Australia policy.
Oh no. The white Australia policy are 3 terrible, terrible words. Not good.
Yeah, he said final solution. Now, the final solution, if everybody knows, is the term used during the time of World War II by Nazis for how to deal with the Jews at that time. So
final solution doesn't sound great in that context, does it? Then
no, it doesn't at all. He actually said that the claims that the words meant anything other than the ultimate solution to any political question is always a popular vote and are simply ridiculous. So he said that he was just meaning that it's just the last, it's just the solution which is the ultimate solution.
Your face looks like you're describing like the finishing touches of cheese on a meal that you really want to eat.
That's what he meant.
Yeah.
That's what I was just trying to say. That is the best solution. It's not, but no matter what words he uses, it doesn't really sound that good.
It does not sound good. I don't think that should be the final solution. They should go back to the drawing board and just get the whiteboard. You can erase stuff if it's bad. Just keep thinking.
That's not a good solution.
No.
Now, Fraser Anning, who sounds like a racist 93-year-old Kermit the Frog. he actually does. So he actually belonged to the One Nation Party.
Yeah.
Remember that one? The Pauline Hanson Party?
Yes.
The famous Pauline Hanson, who compared herself to Nelson Mandela when she went to jail for some time.
Jeez, man. Yeah. Not a member of the band Hanson, interestingly enough. No. Disappointingly for me.
Disappointingly. Yeah. But she does hum sometimes. Is that Hanson's song?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
I'm a current man from the 80s.
Yeah, from
90s.
98. So what's she been doing?
Oh, she even said that, what the fuck, Fraser Anning? What are you doing?
Dubs to you, Fraser.
Yeah, don't do that. So even she said that don't do it. And, everybody did not like that sentiment, even the race discrimination minister. So now if you have a race discrimination minister in the country or a commissioner in the country, that means you have racism in the country.
Yes, exactly. Like you clearly have a problem. Yeah. Oh my goodness. If you've employed some dude to do, or woman, I don't know, to do it, then you've...
Yeah, we have Suzanne. What's her name? I forgot her name.
Prentice. Kidding, that's not real.
So if it's like when in World War II, they had a war minister. Yeah. When the war ended, after some time, the ministry was dissolved, right? Yeah. So racism hasn't ended yet.
Right.
So the ministry still exists. So they better look into it now. Yeah. This has created like a whole thing over the internet and everybody is going crazy. But this type of comments always lead to more crazy comments, which we like at Baboon Yodel.
We do.
Right? So then the leader of his party, Bob Catter.
Bob Cat.
Catter. Yeah, he runs a cattery. Oh, you can hear.
Can you hear that?
There's a helicopter going around. I think we've been spotted by the Australian Catter party, and they've sent a helicopter to catch us. So anyway, Bob Catter, who has aptly named his party Catter's Australian Party. Oh, it's a very very creative name. Yeah. So he was asked that, okay, what do you think about your guy who said all these things? He just lost his shit. He said, "Are we racist? I don't know. We are Australians. I don't know if that is racist or not. We are not going to apologize to anyone."
That seems racist. Not wanting to apologize for racism seems a bit racist to me. That's one way to indicate you're racist.
So, I don't know if he's racist. He claims to be Australian. I don't know if it's the same thing or not. I have no idea. So, people asked him that. So he said that I 100% agreed with the speech of Fraser Anning. It was solid gold. He used the word solid gold.
Well, no, he's right. If he uses solid gold, he's a racist old white man. It's like, and a lot of people will agree with me. If you use the term solid gold, you are old. You are ancient.
He also said about the speech that, it's solid gold, but, Fraser, he might have stumbled on a
some tossed salad and scramble. Sorry. Continue. Sorry.
He might have stumbled on a malappropriism there.
Oh.
You know what's a malappropriism?
No, what is that?
So malappropriism is an act of using an incorrect word in place of one that is similar in pronunciation.
Okay.
So I went to Mr. Google and I found some examples of malappropriism. Malappropriisms, right?
The isms.
So in a sentence, rainy weather can be hard on the sciences. So instead of using sinuses, you use sciences.
Close, but not quite.
Yeah. And Alice said she couldn't eat crabs or any other crushed Asians. Right? So instead of crustaceans, you use crust.
I'm not going to eat any crushed Asians either. Alice has got the right idea.
Like another example is having one wife is called monotony rather than, monogamy.
Yeah.
The monster is just a pigment of my imagination rather than figment of my imagination.
Right.
But I would quite disagree with Bob Catter's word, who wears a hat like he was from 1700 Alabama. So Bob used the exact, like Fraser Anning used the exact words. He said the final solution to the immigration problem. He didn't use another word. He didn't say anal pollution to the immigration problem.
I hate anal pollution. Make it stop, Australia. That's next on the list. Yeah, no, what he said sounded very what he meant.
What he meant.
Like, that's pretty cut and dry.
There's no malappropriatisms there. So he didn't say the Bible delusion, or bridal confusion. He never used any other words. He just used the exact word, which was the final solution.
No, yeah. He's got nowhere to run. He's really trying to find like a shelter in this rain. He's gonna get soaked.
The funny part of it all was a reporter asked Bob Catter that, wasn't your grandfather from Lebanon? And he lost his shit. He was like, no, he's not Lebanese. He's Australian. He's so racist. It's a you racist. He was just an old man losing his
maybe
shit.
he said, wasn't your father Lemonese? Maybe he was asking if his father liked lemons. You don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe
his father was a lemon clerk.
Yeah, he was a lemon lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's a fan of citrus.
Leak the tapes, Australia. We need the real answers. These are many possibilities here. We're so close to closing in on racism now.
Yeah, it is. They will come to, and he said a lot of crap shit in there, and I think he should. I think it will blow over.
Yeah.
But it is one of the things that is happening in Australia, and it might people. I saw a lot of comments on YouTube, a lot of New Zealanders commenting there, which was quite concerning.
Yeah.
Because I am not of a New Zealand descent, and I don't want to be told that I'm bringing in the Sharia law and all that crap. I don't like Sharia law. I like alcohol.
Man, you don't want to get involved, to be honest. Getting involved in comments is like really a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's like putting your leg in a shark infested waters.
Yes.
And then not taking it out because you like being there, and then you lose your leg forever, and
you're
then
like, what? Oh my god, my leg's gone.
Oh, my leg's gone, and then you shout about that, and then you put your other leg in there, and then you get amputated for life.
Yeah. Stuff.co.nz commenters should have their legs removed. No, I'm kidding. That's mean. But just don't comment.
Don't comment. Just like or dislike. Just put a like or dislike.
Then we know where you stand. But it's like, you don't need to comment.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me.
So yeah, that's what's happening in our region.
Yeah.
What's been happening with what's happening in your notebook?
I have a notebook here, and it's actually a very appropriate notebook because it's a Beatles notebook.
Oh, is it about anal pollution?
Yes. No. Maybe. No, this is... you can't see it. I have a Beatles notebook here. It's quite handy for writing down notes. I recommend getting one. But my first story is just all about John Lennon.
Oh, it's my favorite.
You know, is he your favorite Beatle?
Yeah, he's my favorite Beatle because I have had enough of Paul McCartney.
You've had enough. Oh, no. No, I love Paul. Why don't you like Paul?
It's just too much. It's like the song Despacito, you know. I've heard
Paul wrote that?
It's like I've heard so much of Paul McCartney that I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he's good though. He's talented.
To be fair though, I think the reason you haven't heard as much of John Lennon is because he was murdered in 1980.
Oh.
And so maybe that's why you haven't heard as much from
Assassinated.
him. He was assassinated. And that's sort of what I was angling to talk about today, is that his killer, his murderer, Mark David Chapman, I hate saying that name.
Mark David Chapman.
That was his name.
That's quite a name. It's like a newscaster's name.
Yeah, that's a.
Welcome back. This is Mark David Chapman.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Well, he could have been a really great newscaster, but unfortunately, he's been in jail for like 38 years because he killed John Lennon. He shot him in the back.
In the back.
He shot 5 bullets.
Loser move.
Yeah, loser. Shot 5 bullets. I think 4 got John, 1 missed. Narrowly missed Yoko.
Oh, really?
You know, I mean, on the fence about that, but oh no, Yoko's great. But outside his apartment in New York, the Dakota, and he was killed, and rightfully, his killer, Mark David Chapman, went behind bars and has been behind bars ever since 1980, and he's been denied parole 9 times, and he's just about to go up for his 10th time.
Wow, that's a double digit.
Yeah, he's in the double digits. He's appealing for parole.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to get it. I don't think Beatle fans would really appreciate having him on the loose.
No, it's there's only one last Beatle left. I don't know why.
No, there's two Beatles left. There's Paul and there's Ringo.
Oh, he's alive?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, every time with Ringo.
I'm from Pakistan. I don't know. I don't know Beatles.
Ringo's like the most healthy one out of the two of them. He looks so young. He looks good for his age.
He's the one who wears glasses, was it?
Yes.
Yeah,
he eats broccoli and he wears glasses.
Was he the drummer?
Yes.
Of the thing? Yeah. I remember that. I love the Beatles, and they formed a big part of my musical life. But I never saw them in their celebrity like you see them now. Paul goes everywhere, and then his Graham Norton show and that show and that. Oh, this was just some illegally downloaded songs.
Because it was of the 60s and we couldn't go see them.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I've seen Paul and I've seen Ringo.
Oh.
I'm very lucky. Yeah, they were great.
Where? What were they doing? Walking on the street?
Yeah, they were just at my house and I saw them. No, I saw Ringo at Spark Arena.
Oh, okay.
And I saw Paul at Mount Smart Stadium. It was great. Did not see John though, because he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Yeah, his killer has been behind bars, but the reason they have denied him every time, I think there would be a big outcry if he was given parole. But where did we go?
We are here. I'm just reducing the sound.
I thought we just did. The reason is that because the crime was of a celebrity-seeking nature, they think that if they let him out, he might seek another celebrity that shoot down with his gun.
So he killed him because he was like he just wanted to gain some attention by killing a celebrity.
Yeah, he was really, really obsessed with John Lennon. He became fixated with John Lennon. So John Lennon was kind of, talking about
like sexual.
No, but he was he was insane. So maybe it was sexual. Yeah. But it was obsessed with how John Lennon would say, "Imagine no possession." That's the line in Imagine. But then John Lennon would have houses in Scotland and boats and stuff, and have all these possessions. And so he didn't like Mark David Chapman didn't like that. And,
Hypocrisy.
yeah, and thought, I'm just going to kill you then, because that's
logical.
logical.
That's the logical conclusion from there.
Yeah, and he obsessed for months and months and planned it all out and did it. And
but if he needed some attention, he could have just not dried his bum one day and he'd get a lot of attention in the train.
I know. I know. I don't know why you didn't do that. Just ride the train with your butt wet, man. Don't have to kill a bee, though.
I think but I have a feeling because I will lend him a helping hand. You know, he has
a little help from a friend.
Yeah, a little help from New Zealand. So I let him help him. You know, he's spent so many years. You know, he's thought about it, and I don't know what reason he would give. He would be very lucky if he had in his parole board one person named Jude. And he can just sing a song.
I just got chills.
He can sing a song.
It's a Paul song though, but that is very good.
Is it? Is it a Paul song?
But that's very on the nose.
Yeah.
That's very. Oh my god.
And actually, I wrote a song. Can I? Can I?
Yeah.
For him.
If
Paul David, Mark David, Mark David Chapman.
A lot of male names.
This is for you to sing at your parole hearing. Hey Jude. Don't be an ass. Yoko Ono gave me her badger. Remember, they fucked me from where I fart. Please let me go so I can poop better.
Oh my god.
And then the whole parole board will just go, yeah, standing ovation. And then they'll say, okay, you've learned your lesson. Go.
Imagine that. Imagine you got Ringo on the drums in the back to play for him. Imagine all the parole.
Yeah. I didn't want to.
That was amazing.
Yeah. First I tried to write the Imagine one, but I said, I'm not going to ruin the Imagine song. So I'll just take Hey Jude.
That's outstanding.
Do you think it will let him out of the thing?
Whatever gets you out of jail. That's a good song. Whatever gets you through the night. There you go. That's one for the B cuts.
Yesterday.
That is amazing. It's another Paul song.
Okay. That's what I told you. That, you know, Paul. It's all Paul. Because John Lennon died.
You're right. John was a bit more political, so whereas Paul's was a bit more like lovey-dovey, so they still get played on the, on the radio.
Has there been any conspiracy theories about it?
I think, I found this website once, and it was like Beatle conspiracy theories, and it was like the most janky website of all time, and it was just terrible conspiracy theories about how they never existed. It was amazing. I'm going to link it on the social medias.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are your thoughts on Yoko? That was what we were going to talk about.
See, my imagination of Yoko has been that she has just been with her with I only saw Yoko just lying down in the bed with John. I don't know what she did. Why do you think? Why do you think people don't like her anymore?
Because everyone accused her of breaking up the Beatles. Because she swooped in. John was married to Cynthia, his first wife, and he had this child with Cynthia.
Cynthia Lennon.
Yes, yeah, she was great. And then John met Yoko in like '66. At this art exhibition, and started just was quite fascinated by her, and I think they started a relationship and then ended up getting married and that kind of thing. And so she kind of was always hanging around the recording studio when the Beatles were recording, which no one was allowed, like no one had been, it was only the four dudes in there.
She was the hanger.
She was a hanger-ounder. She was like the girlfriend who was hanging around. She would be like suggesting things, and then
hey Paul, can you bring me like a glass of water?
And Paul's like, oh, go away.
Can I have some extra fries, please?
Yeah. Can we go through the drive-through? So that's why people didn't like her, and then they ended up breaking up in 1970, and everyone's like, it was Yoko's fault. She was ruining the feng shui of the band.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that they were just said then, okay, we've reached a point where we can go our separate ways.
I think that was it.
Yeah. And then, but you can just imagine
all the people.
I can't say the word imagine while we do this story.
You're really kind of imagining a lot of things, though. You're just,
Yoko Ono.
So there you go.
What was she doing nowadays?
Literally in the same apartment, hanging out. I don't think she's ever remarried. She's just still in her
Pure love.
still in that same apartment that her
Some
husband
dates.
got killed out of.
Oh, really?
Outside of, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Her son is a musician.
That's
Their
good.
Son. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to develop some heartwarming feelings towards
Aw.
Yoko Ono.
She's
you know?
like 80.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why there's no pictures of her anymore.
No, she's still kicking. So let's hope Mark David Chapman doesn't get out of jail.
No, let's hope, because I'm sure he will come for
Yoko's
Yoko
next.
Ono. Yoko's next.
And then everyone will cheer. No, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the update on the Lennons. Keeping up with the Lennons is.
Your lady, your lady.
Next one. Next one. Where is the next one?
What do you got next, Amon?
Okay. Du-du-du-du-du-du. Sex.
Whoa.
Okay. Our next story revolves around heat. Heat. Sexual heat. No. So it's a Colombian city has urged a break from sex to fight the heat wave.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a lot of questions. Get into it.
Yeah, I'll get into it. So temperatures in the city of Santa Marta have soared past 40 degrees Celsius.
Yikes.
That's 895 degrees Fahrenheit. I have no idea what's Fahrenheit. I don't know.
Yeah.
So 40 degrees Celsius. Now, health officials in the Colombian coastal city have a controversial recommendation for residents try to stay cool during an intense heat wave.
Yeah.
They say they have a list of things that you can do. They have like staying hydrated.
Wow.
Yeah. Wearing loose clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no sex.
Wow.
Yeah.
No movement, basically.
Yeah.
When it's that hot.
It's just that you can get too hot and then you go to the hospital and then you go to tell them that I was having sex and now I'm having a heat stroke.
And they're like, no, we told you not to. You silly.
Silly Billy Colombian silly.
Yeah.
And so it's insane because it's just 40 degrees Celsius. I know it's a hot city, etc. But in Pakistan this year, temperatures in April, which is kind of springtime,
Yeah.
in one of the cities called Nawabshah, it went to above 50 degrees centigrade.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It gets like that in Australia
Yeah.
too in the heat.
And then we are having so many babies over there in Pakistan. So sex is just not...
Heat's not a barrier.
It's not a barrier.
No.
And I read some... science.
You read some science.
Sinus. Malappropriatism. I read some sinuses. That the physical activity of sex is just equal to climbing a couple of stairs,
Oh.
flights of stairs.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
have that in my
It's-
house.
it's
I have
not-
a couple of flights of stairs.
It's not that bad. So every time you climb up, it's one sex done.
Tell you what, I'm wearing a condom every time I'm walking up the stairs. That's the worst joke I've ever told. Wow, okay, interesting. 40 degrees doesn't seem like excessive. It seems hot.
It's
But it doesn't
quite
seem
hot.
like
It's quite hot.
like panic stations, stop making whoopee, guys.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But it does become dangerous when humidity is there, and it's Colombia, so there's a lot of humidity, so people get dehydrated a lot. So yeah, it's good, but it's a weird thing to tell people not to do when you are just I'm dying of heat. Oh, let's have sex.
yeah.
You gotta have sex
Yeah.
because then you gotta forget the heat.
Yeah.
You gotta-
You know.
and forget the heat. Get some heat in the bed. And you don't have to go through these long drawn, meaningful sexual activities for 7 minutes. You just use you just do like a 2-minute one, like a 1-minute one. You just while cooking and you go boop, sex done.
Yeah.
And then you go
get it done real quickly.
get really quick.
Disregard the heat. It
Disregard
doesn't have
it.
to be so like hot and drawn out.
Yeah. They should have said that you should just do it yourself.
It's like
To do-
sexual kegels. They're efficient.
Yeah, just go and do some Kegels. Have you ever seen anyone doing Kegels?
Maybe.
I see in trains sometimes. I was confused.
Oh, yeah.
Are they farting or doing some Kegel exercises. And then
Train farts.
there's no smell comes up. There's no smell. So I said, oh, that was a Kegel.
Yeah.
That was a Kegel. You will see that they will be clenching their eyes and the eyebrows will go a little bit crooked. And then, so it's like a mix of a stroke and something happening, or maybe a fart or a poop. But
Or maybe it's just a sexual Kegel.
sexual Kegel.
Weird. Okay. So advising, or is it like a hard ban? Oh, wrong word.
No. There's no ban. It's
Okay.
just advice. They're chilled out in Colombia.
Yeah. Well, they're obviously quite hot. Not
It is
chilled
quite
out,
hot.
but- okay. Interesting.
Hot take.
Hot news from
Hot
Colombia.
news from Colombia.
Yeah.
We've covered some good stuff today.
We have.
Yeah, we've only done like 3 stories this time.
Yeah.
We started to develop good, but the song took a lot of time.
Oh, but it was worth it. It was buy that song on iTunes now at $2.99.
Oh, I hope we don't get sued for singing the song, but it's a parody.
Paul will love it.
It's a parody. Paul will love it.
Paul.
I'm just a fan of Paul McCartney.
You've changed your tune because at the beginning of the episode you were like, "No, Paul."
Times have changed.
Give Paul a chance.
I have.
All we are saying
I'll give.
is give Paul a chance.
Na 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 na.
I think that's that goodbye song.
Oh.
that-
Na 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 na. Hey Jude.
yeah, you got it. There we go.
I used to think that it was Hey Jude, but apparently a lot of people thought that.
Hey Jews.
Yeah, when I was young, because I didn't know a lot of English, and then
Yeah.
all I knew about English was Muslims, Jews, and Christians.
Hey Jews. Well, I think there was some food for thought.
Great.
Yeah, if you want to discuss these further with us, this sounds like a job application. Get at us on social media.
Yeah.
And like follow us and hit us with your opinions.
Yeah.
With your hot Colombian takes.
Yeah.
Your hot Hey Jude parodies.
Yeah.
Parody law.
And some racist chatter. If you
Yeah.
throw some racist chatter towards us, or anti-racist chatter, we
Yeah.
take both.
We can up or down vote, whatever you say.
Yeah,
If it's
exactly.
racist, we'll just say thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there are other people out there. They might thumb you up
Yeah, exactly. That's the
in your ass.
yeah, that's Mark David Chapman. Yeah, get on the forums.
Oh, before I forget, I have to give a shout out to one of our big fans. It's my cousin in Canada.
Hey, cousin from Canada.
His name is Mani, and he's listening. And he gives me advice all the time. So that's good. Shout out. Keep listening.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Get on Facebook and Twitter and SoundCloud and Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Instagram. Did I get it all?
Yeah. Radio.
Just get us in your thoughts.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
make comments. Send us emails. Be nice to other people.
Yep.
Wipe your bum before you go out.
Oh, that's really good advice. Oh my goodness. That was a great episode. Thanks so much for listening, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Ah!